Yeah, welcome to another video. So in today's video, we're looking at 3-column cash book. You can see the format on the board. I'll do it. Now, but before we start, what do you mean by 3-column cash book? When you're talking about 3-column cash book, it is a cash book that contains or has 3 columns. And these 3 columns are cash, bank, and discount. So you can see that on the debit side, I'm having discounts allowed, and at the credit side, I'm having discounts received. When we are talking about discounts allowed, these are the discounts which are allowed by the firm to the customers for prompt payment. So when the customer makes payment, you know that you are receiving, which is going to be in the debit side, right? And you are going to give a discount to the customer because he paid his account quickly. Do you get it now? That's why we are having discounts allowed at the debit side. But at the credit side, which we are having discount received, because okay, let me start with the definition of discount received. When we are talking about discount received, is the discount which you receive from your supplier for making proof payments also. So when you pay your account to your customer quickly, the discount which you receive is what we know as discount received, and it's going to be at the credit side because you are making payments. Do you get it now? Now let's start with the question we have on the board. The question starts with on January 1st, 1991. So Norani Stores cash book showed. Don't forget, the person that owns this cash book is Norani Stores. So when you start your account, the first thing to do is to write the person that owns the cash book, because there's not enough space. That's why you can see that you not write it, because there's not enough space. But when you are doing this in your exam, make sure you write the name of the person that owns the account first before drawing this format. So let's move on. The debit balance of cash $1,550 and bank $13,575. So now from their previous account, they have a balance brought down at the debit side. At the debit side for the cash and bank, you can see the money respectively. So we are going to, for this new account now, for this new one that we are doing, we are going to write the debit side also, but it's not going to be balance brought forward because we are bringing it to another accounting period. So it's going to be balance brought forward. You get it now? So we have January 1999. So first. So the cash is what? 1,550. And the bank, we have 13,575. So let's move on to this place. Here we have purchase of typewriter for cash $750. So let's start with the first sentence there. You purchase typewriter for cash $750. Don't forget, when you purchase typewriter, you are making payments. So you are going to the credit side of your card because that's the payment side. So we have January 1st, right? So we are going to write January 1999 first. What do you purchase? Typewriter, right? Is it cash or bank? It is cash. So under your cash, you are going to have what? 750. Do you have any discount? No discount, so nothing will be filled in. Now the next sentence says cash sales of $1,315. So cash sales of you sold goods, you received money. So when you are receiving, it is in your debit side, right? And what you received is in cash, which is $1,315. So you sold goods, sales. It's still on the first. You get it now? And the next one there is deposited a cash $500. So this is the contra entry. When you withdraw money from your bank for business use or for office use, or when you withdraw money from bank, alone, or when you deposit money in your bank, all these are contra entries. So note that here you deposited cash 500 now. So when you deposit cash is moving out while the bank is the one receiving. So the first thing you are going to do is to move to your debit side. Who is receiving? The bank is the one receiving, right? So under your bank, you are going to write $500. So your particular is now going to be cash, which is still on the first. Then in your folder, you write this letter C, indicating it is a contra entry. Then you move to your credit side. Since the bank is the one receiving, it means that the cash is one giving out, which is going to be credited. So under your cash, you have 500 also. Sorry, there's a mistake in the format. We didn't indicate our folio, right? So let me add that now. Here we have our particular, I'm just going to adjust this. So this is our folio. So here we have C. And what will be in the particular is going to be your bank. So it has been corrected. Now the next one, the last, okay, we are done. Let's move to the next one. On the 4, we have received from Azan, a cash of $2,550 in part of payment of his account. So Azan is paying his account. Then you see when you are receiving, it is going to the debit side. And is it in cash or bank? It is in cash. So debit side of your cash account, which is 2,550. What are you receiving from Azan? Azan. So the date is what? On the 4th January 1991. So the next one here is paid by check for merchandise purchase worth $1,005. So you purchased the goods. They didn't give us the name of the goods you purchased, and they told us that you purchased these goods which worth $1,005. So it is going out, which is in bank, right? Because here we have check. So it is in bank. You have what? Purchase. Since you don't know the name of the item you purchased, you are just going to write purchase there. You move to your bank side amount, which is $1,005. Now the next one is deposited into bank the cash received from Azan. So don't forget here we said we received cash from Azan. You received cash of $2,550 from Azan. They now told us that you deposited the cash into the bank. So the bank is receiving. This is a Contra entry. Note that the bank is the one receiving, right? You now move to your debit side first. Since you know that you have indicated that the bank is the one receiving, therefore you have on the 8th who is receiving the bank, right? Debit the bank with how much you receive from Azan, which is $2,550. You debit the bank with $2,550. Then you move here Contra entry. Since you debited the bank, what will be the particular is the cash. Simple logic. So the opposite of this, that's what you do at your credit side. If you don't want to stress your brain at all, you just move here on the 8th. So the bank is one. Money, the cash, you are depositing the money into the bank. So the cash is one moving out. So you are under the cash account, you are just going to have $2,550. Then you have bank. And you indicate your Contra entry. That's all. Now the next one, received from Ayant Khan, a cash for $775 in settlement of his account allowed him a discount of $15. So you receive money from Azan, then you are allowed him a discount of $15. You are receiving money, right? The debit side. Is it in cash or bank? Cash. So you have the dates, then who is that? Ayant Khan. In cash, which is $775, right? And you are allowed a discount, and the discount you are allowed is $15. So the next one, which is sold merchandise to Devan Brown for $1,500, who paid by check, which was deposited into the bank. So you deposited the money. Don't forget, what you are going to note here is that you sold goods to this guy here, which is Devan Brown. And he paid how much, which you are receiving. You are receiving $1,500. And they told you that who paid by check, right? He paid by check and was deposited into the bank. What this sentence here was deposited into the bank. Don't think about it already. You know that when you paid by check, it's already in your bank. So deposited in the bank. The money is already in your bank. Here they just want to use this to deceive you. So don't think it is a Contra entry. Since you are already receiving the money in check, but if it's that you are receiving the money in cash and you now deposit it in the bank, that's when it becomes Contra entry. Do you get it now? You are already receiving the money in check, so it is not a Contra entry. So this word here that I've just bracketed, just put it at the back of your mind. Just take it away. Don't think about it. What you are just going to look at is from here to this point. Do you get it now? So we are going to have what? Devan Brown. What you sold, the person you sold goods to is Devan Brown. You are not going to write sales there, but you are going to write Devan Brown name and the particular. What's that? But if the person name was not given to you, that's why you are going to write sales. Then the amount is what? 1,500, which is in check. The date is 12. The next one, paid Sama $1 of 915 by check. Discount received 5 naira. So you paid Sama, so you have Sama. The date on the 16th. You receive a discount of 5 naira. How much do you pay? You paid him 915 naira. Is it by cash or check? Check. So we are done. You get it now. So the next one is paid to Guza Ahmad by check $650. So you are also making payments here. It's going to your credit side, which is on the 27th. In particular, we have Guza. So check, which is $650 under your bank. It falls under your bank, $650. Now on the 30th, you have paid salaries by check 1,750. You paid salary, it's also going to your credit side. They are making payments, which is on the 30th. What you make payment for is salaries. Cash or check. You have check 1,750. You get it now. So the next one, the question continues there. Deposited into the bank the cash of Ayat Khan. So what is the cash of Ayat Khan? You know I received cash from Ayat Khan, which is $725. And they told us here in January 31, we deposited the money into the bank. The bank is the one receiving. So you move to your debit side first. You are going to start on the 31st. Who is receiving? The bank is the one receiving. How much is the bank receiving? The money you collected from Ayat Khan, which is $775. So under your bank, you are going to have $775. Then the particular is going to be what? Cash. Because here we have bank. Yeah? Then we are going to show our Contra entry in our folio side. Now the next one, we have the first, the Contra entry. So the money is, the cash is moving out, right? You are going to credit the cash. The amount is $775. Then we are going to have bank. Now the next one, drew from bank for office use, $750. I said when you move money from bank, when you drew money from bank for office use, it is a Contra entry. But if it is personal use, it is drawn. You note that. Now for office use, you withdraw money from the bank for office use. It is a Contra entry, and the money is moving out from the bank, so you are crediting the bank. Do you get it now? Under your bank, 31st, you are crediting your bank, which is 750. So we have 750 here. You have a Contra entry, then you have your cash here. You get it now. You will now move to your debit side on the 31st also. You have your Contra entry. Who is receiving the cash? Is one receiving, you debit the cash, which is $250. Then you have your bank. So we are done. We are required to enter the above transaction in 3 column. We have done that now. So the next step is to balance up our account. So when you have to balance up your account, we need to add all this: the cash, the bank, in the debit side, and the credit side. Now starting with the debit side of our cash, we have 1,550 plus $1,315 plus $2,550 plus $775 plus $250. So we are going to have a total of 6,000. So let me write it here first. Now the bank, we have $13,575 plus 500 plus 2,550 plus 1,500 plus $775. So we have 18,900. Now let's move to the credit side. We have 750 plus 500 plus 2,550 plus $775. We have 4,575. Then the next one we have 1,005 plus 950 plus 650 plus 1750 plus 250. We have 4,570. Now let's look at the amount that is bigger. You can see that the one we have at the debit side here is bigger than what we have at the credit side here. So we are going to write our balance at the debit side in both sides. So we have 18,900. So what do we have here? We have 15. Then you move to this side also. You are going to write this balance here back, which is 6,440. The next one 18,900. The next one, what do we have here? We have $5. Now the next step is to subtract. Now this amount is smaller than what we have in debt. We are going to subtract this from this. When you subtract it, we are going to have our balance carried down. So on the 31st also, we are going to have balance carried down. So let's subtract this. We have 6,440 minus $4,575. So we have $1,865. So the second one, we have $18,900 minus $4,570. So we have $14,330. So since we have gotten our balance carried down, let's print all this. Now you are going to have your balance brought down for the next year, which is 1st of February. So we have our balance brought down. So we have $1,865, and the next one $14,330. So we are done. We have prepared our 3-column card book. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.